Hello, cryptocurrency fans. This is your host, Crypto Trader, with another chart analysis on Bitcoin. Today's February 10th, 2017. Happy Friday, and thank you to all the subscribers that have joined this channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on that subscribe button as you're watching this video. So in today's Bitcoin movement and news, there were two major news that came out. One was yesterday, indicating that two of China's biggest exchanges had stopped Bitcoin withdrawals, and that was for Bitcoin as well as Litecoin. And then the news today basically indicating that more Chinese exchanges were also imposing the same type of restrictions. And basically what that has done is it's caused a major sell-off yesterday, which brought the price down to $925. And the People's Bank of China basically issued those strict guidance to 9 of those exchanges, indicating that platforms must enforce anti-money laundering and foreign exchange regulations. And basically, what they did was they threatened that if they violated these requirements, that they would close down those exchanges according to their law. And that was yesterday. Basically, 2 out of those 3 biggest exchanges, suspended those Bitcoin and Litecoin withdrawals, which caused that major sell-off to $925. And those restrictions are for 30 days, and they basically indicated that it's in order for them to upgrade their system and stop illegal transactions, which in my opinion, I definitely have a different speculation on that, which I'll cover in a little bit. But today, there were those 6 that have joined the withdrawal restrictions. So we'll see exactly what those other 3 that are left, if they're going to have those same withdrawal restrictions as well too. And I also covered a brief news that was released on January 23rd. And I actually did talk about it briefly in my video as well too. That's dated January 23rd, 2017, about OKCoin freezing foreign assets on its Chinese exchange platform. And then there was one user that had to basically verify his personal information, his passport, his residence information, and that was just to be able to get his funds released. And once they agreed to unfreeze his account, he was able to get his money out, but then after that his account was permanently closed. In my opinion, I think there's more to the story than what they're telling us. I don't believe it takes 30 days to upgrade their system. They could do it within 24 hours, 48 hours. It's the year 2017. The technology's there. But what I think is that the Chinese government has shut down those exchanges, and they have 30 days to basically appeal those findings or the shutdown in order to get reinstated. That's my speculation on it. If I'm right, who knows? I could be wrong. I could be right. But I think China still sees Bitcoin as a threat to moving money out of the country. I think currently right now it's a $50,000 limit that they have on being able to move money out of that country. And these limits have not stopped people from moving more money out. And a while back I worked for one of the largest banks. I'm not going to really state which bank that is, but I've seen a lot of Chinese customers, because we dealt with tons of them, that would have at least $250,000 wired, right from China. And those $250,000 were basically broken up into several transactions. And of course, being a financial sales consultant at that time, I was required to really dig deep and ask many questions and what the money was being used for. And majority of the time, they would always tell me that their parents gave them the money to buy a house in Florida, in California. And they were basically using their kids to funnel money out of China and basically using them as an investment mule. So, it's just not Bitcoin that they're using to be able to funnel money out of the country. There's other means that they're able to use. But I think considering how popular Bitcoin has been, and the risk of really not getting caught, because everything is decentralized, I think that's why they're really cracking on Bitcoin. And I don't think China wants to see Bitcoin really exceed that price, of $1,175 that it did a while back. I think they want to keep the price as low as they can, which would then kind of curb the money laundering, moving money out of the country. But looking at the chart, we were starting to make really good progress after it touched that, $116. It really kind of kissed that upward trend line and bounced right back up to $1,079. And I really thought that, it was going to hit 1,100 and kind of break out to an all-time high. But, that news came out. China didn't want it to hit that all-time high. And as you can see, we had this really long red candle right here that brought that price to $925. Now we are bouncing, within this price range of $950 to $1,000. Let me go ahead and let's do a 30-minute chart. Actually, this 15-minute chart will probably show it a little better. So really, I mean, it broke a little bit over 1,000 right up here, came right back down, broke below the 950, and then right now it's just been up and down. You know, touching that 950, almost $1,000 here, a little below $1,999, and then coming right back down. So there's definitely a lot of selling pressure at that $1,000 level, and there seems to be a lot of buying pressure at the 950. So I don't think, you know, we'll go below the 950. And if we do, you know, I think it might touch the 925 again as a resistance, and then bounce right back up. But there is that major resistance right up here. In order for this upward trend that I drew out, in order for it to continue, you know, currently we're right here right now at $969, $970. In order for it to continue to be on that upward trend, it would really have to hit $1,038.20. So if we can get right back up to that, you know, we'll still be in that upward trend momentum. But if it hits it and then bounces back, you know, there's going to be a lot of selling pressure that's going on. But that's all that I have for you guys today. You know, let me know what you think about the exchanges suspending BTC and Litecoin withdrawals for 30 days. Let me know your opinion on it. You know, like I said, I personally think that they've shut down those exchanges and they have 30 days, you know, in order to get reinstated. But like I said, that's all I have. I hope you found this helpful. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share this video if you haven't done so already. And stay tuned for another video. This is Crypto Trader. Until next time, stay safe and enjoy the rest of your day.